Do you like to play games? Oh, there you're next to the candle. Blow on it. Blow the candle. Because obviously he's do this all the time for me. I don't believe in it. Yeah, no, that's it.
Right, okay. Thank you so much.
Then there's people lined up like before. They just stack them in there, don't you? They just stack them in there somewhere.
Yes, now. Are you here, George? Yes, I say.
Make me believe it, George.
Papa!
So, if you remember, a few months ago, I met out with Sky Sports boxer Steve Robinson. Let's go. I'll challenge you to 6 hours in an haunted location. We get that challenge.
100%.
There we go. So,
We're going to get his jab going. Oh, good shot from Big Steve Robinson to finish it in this first round.
So finally tonight's the night. We're here in Edinburgh, but 3 weeks ago mainly caught up with Steve and Martyn to get the thoughts on how they feel about spending the night in Edinburgh's haunted vaults. It's going to be 6 hours, one of the most haunted places in Scotland. How are you guys feeling?
It's an awkward one because I don't even get nervous in the ring, so I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I don't really. I've never had an experience from the paranormal side, so I don't really know what to expect. I'm excited. I'm excited for something to happen, to see if make me, start believing and to show me that there is some sort of activity. What about you?
I mean, for me, I think that my mum and sister were always into the most haunted,
Right.
like that, and I think, to be honest, I want to do it just because I want to experience something. But more than anything, I think I want something to happen because I want to see your reaction more than anything else, if I'm going to be honest about it.
I think we all do that.
yeah, as long as it's a ghost and none of us.
Yeah. Do you have any paranormal beliefs or anything like that, guys?
So I've heard stories from immediate family, not from people who you see on the street telling the story. But personally, I've never had an experience. I've never seen anything. Nothing's ever happened. We'll see on the night. I mean, have you had any experiences?
No, I mean, I think like anything, when you're a kid, you overactive imagination, maybe you hear bumps in the night and like a little creaks on the floorboard when you're on your own, or that kind of thing. But I don't know, as an adult, absolutely nothing, to be honest. I've never had that feeling of fear, feeling like something's watching me, or I've never had anything like that, and everything just seems to be, I don't know, perfectly normal. But there again, I mean, I haven't put myself into a situation, into old ruins or that kind of thing. Although I did go to a graveyard once, probably about 15 years ago now, in Boughton, and it was night time, and I felt dread that night, but I didn't see anything or anything like that. And again, I think sometimes you can just convince yourself something's there when it's not.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing what goes on down in the dungeons, and hopefully it changes with both minds but I'm excited to go there and see what Edinburgh can offer in the vaults, and I'm looking forward to it.
Something a little bit different from us tonight. This is one of our bucket lists, and not only are we joined by Steve and Martyn, but also guests John from North Edinburgh Nightmares and Dan, who's a medium. Tonight we are locked inside South Street vaults below Edinburgh town. Building work commenced in 1785, with the bridge being completed in 1788. It's constructed of 19 arches, which are entirely enclosed by buildings on both sides. Back then, Edinburgh was a superstitious place, and the city's residents at the turn of the 18th century were fearful of what the unearthly and supernatural could inflict upon them. It was promised that the city's oldest woman and wife to a respected judge would walk the bridge at the grand opening. She'd be the first to cross and link the towns together. Unfortunately, the judge's wife passed away a few days before, and although she was still the first to cross the bridge, just not as originally planned, instead she made her last journey inside her coffin. For many years, after fearing the bridge was cursed, residents refused to cross themselves, instead choosing a longer route around. Over the years, the damp dark vaults became home to the poorest of society. and within 30 years of completion of the bridge, the vaults were abandoned and filled in. However, in 1985 these long lost spaces come back to light, revealing what we see today, and they are now used as the city's tourist attractions. The vaults are completely unique and tell us of a time gone by and lives once lived. They remind us of our heritage and inspire us to ask questions of our past. So come with us now as we take a tour down infamous Edinburgh vaults.
I want to start that way.
You want to start that way?
All right.
Wherever you
Yeah.
want to go. Wherever you want to go.
Right. So as I'm coming down here, where the dominant male spirit is, and he's really trying to get me away and move me along very, very quickly. Behind is a lady, carrying, doesn't want to upset this gentleman. I want to say the name. I want to say her name is Lizzie. And she's hurt. She's hurt physically and mentally. So the gentleman, I'm saying too much, and he's trying to come behind me, and they come behind me, and he's trying to get hold of me. I better move on from this bit.
What are you doing? I didn't like it.
There's another gentleman. I want to say he works for the evil one. He works for him, and he's got a limp, and he gave him this limp. This is connected. So this is like he works for him. He gave him this limp. That was him. That was his doing. What does he do? What's his involvement? If you want to go into that doorway, you're going to put it back to that doorway. That's where you're going to get scratched in that doorway. Just a heads up.
Scratched?
Scratch.
Oh, I love being scratched.
I'll have some of that.
Aye. I like being scratched.
Have some of that. Bring this, you'll get marked. You'll definitely get marked.
Oh, I'll get finished. I'll be on nothing. I've been on a ghost.
You can knock it clean out.
I'll be like, where you been? You haven't been there. Go home with a big love bite. Swear to God, I was sitting Mr. Boots. Had nothing to do with anyone.
There's a small child that seems to be next to me now. She only got to age 8, 9. And she was trapped in a fire. There was a fire. There was a fire. She was trapped in this fire.
Steve, pull that ladder down.
What's up?
Pull that ladder down and climb up there.
I keep getting called this name, and it's like Sasha Nash or Sash, and I keep getting called it, and I feel like it's like because I'm like, it's like a name for a foreigner, or something that's not of here. Is it Sasha Nash or Sashni, or is a word, I can't, I'll have to ask John afterwards to see what he says about it. Get in there, yeah? I would.
Yeah.
Go in. Oh, let's go in there. Let's get this ladder.
Get in the middle of that.
Maybe it's locked.
It's just a loft.
Down on that.
What?
Just a lot for it. Is it hard for?
Yeah, it's like fun.
Is it second tier class?
Should we go and see if we can find any?
Yeah, well, what you're dropping in on the side.
No, solid. So it's just a flat surface.
Don't go through all my time.
Might we stick my camera?
Yeah, it's pathway. Number, yeah. You got it?
Yes.
Somebody want to take my camera?
Yeah, of course.
To be honest with you, there's not much up here. I can't feel much up here at all. I can't feel, not what I can feel down there. I feel out front. This is where stuff gets serious. There's a lot of different items in jars over here, and they use it's like a medicine man, it's like a witch doctor medicine man. No, it's not. It's a cauldron. So he's cooking up black magic. This is borderline. This is the connection I have with this George down there, and I think it is the. I'm sure it's the same man. What is in there is despicable. Absolutely despicable. This thing is trapped within this man. But there's no top. So everything up there is getting what's in there. There's a hex that's keeping containment. And I know the pressure was in my head, not this thing. I just feel a big pressure in my head. Can we stop for that? Is that
Yeah, of course you can.
Cheers.
After hearing Dan's reading in the stone circle, naturally this had to be the first room we investigated. So armed with a heavyweight box and a Ouija board, we started our night.
Dead light, make sure your fingers just dead gently on it. Is there anybody there? Spell out your name. If there's any spirits that communicate or want to communicate with these bolts, let us know you're here. Take this device roll and move it to yes to let us know that you're here. Use our energies and move it to yes when you're here. Any spirits that need involved.
Hey!
curses in it, doesn't it?
Isn't it?
Obviously, they've got advice on people stepping it for it.
John, come and talk with the girls from Scottish.
You want to talk Scottish?
No, I'm not even taking the
You can do really good, really
We're
good.
all English, he just doesn't like
Yeah,
ours.
come and speak in Scottish.
Are you Philly? Are you Edinburgh? Are you Ireland? Give us a sign if this is the case. Tell us yes or no, yea or nay. Are you from Leith or Edinburgh?
The name George. Is it George?
Is George here with us now? Are you here, George? Yes, a sign.
Make me believe it, George.
Well, yes, a sign.
After spending just under an hour inside the stone circle, we continued further down the corridor with Dan.
Okay, so in here there's it's been several uses. This was a master's. This is what a master would have control things. A lot of stock taking in here. A lot of stock. It also it's a money room, so people got paid. Well, you can call it getting paid. There's a lot of pacing. There's a lot of pacing in this room. A lot of decision making, a lot of contemplating. And going back like an onion, just keeps going back. Peel after layer after layer. Then there's people lined up like before. They just stack them in there. They don't give a shit. They just stack them in there. Some money. They don't care. Babies. Steel pots. It's all money. Get out. You're going to think of every single emotion that you've ever felt in your life. And it's all happened, for some people it's all happened in one spot. And their whole life is this one spot. Very short life for most of them. Just the energy is just unbelievable.
Eager to contact the spirits of the counting room, we all decided this would be a great place to conduct a spirit box session.
Do you like to play games? Then go see what's happening. Why is that gone from 15.1
Right, I'll
to...
just put it into Edinburgh so I can see what the crap's going on.
What?
It's Paranormal.
It's changed from Paranormal to 7th grade.
But what? So why was it 15.1?
It was 50 something before, it's Paranormal.
Oh, sorry. Right.
Come on, just say something to us.
All the history and all the stuff and all the big like this place has got me showing me nothing. I ain't impressed.
You may just be hating.
Yeah.
You may just... How, like, why is everything on a night time? Like, why is it like ghosts come out at night?
No, it's not. What the theory behind that is because at night time there's less people about.
No traffic, no
Even
people.
night vision, there's no reason to go in night vision. We can film in daylight here, it just looks better. It doesn't mean you're going to get anything better.
Yeah.
It's bullshit to me. I'd rather cover the light on it. To be honest, it's blurry.
But normally, wherever we go in the night time, we haven't got people walking around, we haven't got cars up and down, so it's more controlled and quiet than
Come on. Come play. Do you think ghosts sleep?
You don't need to, but if you haven't got a physical body, then I would say no. You answer these questions, you need answers to it. That comes out.
Go on, come and tell us.
Ask some yes or no questions.
If you think about it, if these goals from Victoria now, this must have like this back, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We've had this conversation so many times.
We're now just over 3 hours into our investigation, and it's not unusual for us still to have no activity. But little did we know, at the time, what the opposite end of the corridor would have in store for us all.
Do you ever speak, do you get people coming to you, pass messages on to people?
Yeah, I have done. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is different what I'm doing now. Wow.
And do you get that all the time, or is it just certain times?
Yeah, I mean,
if you're sick of the house, do you?
Yeah, I mean, basically I can't go out for a real long life because there's always someone trying to talk to me. It's almost like being a light in a dark place, and everyone's attracted.
So you picking anything up, like, off any of us? Any family members or...
To be honest with you, there's so much going on. It's for the wrong environment to do anything else. If I do the same for the night,
If you get any hits on any of us, I'd be interested to hear if you could pull anything on any of us.
Because obviously these do this all the time. For me, I don't believe in anything.
Yeah, no,
so this is why I'm asking. I'm not being ignorant. I don't know anything that what's going on. So it's interesting to find out if the way
That's fair comment.
After spending several hours with no luck, we decided it was time to change tactics, and me and Lee went off to do a lone vigil inside the last vault along the corridor.
It's recording now.
Okay, right, here we go again. So if that's the little boy, if that's you, if that really is you, that's the third time that you've activated that device, so now you know how it works. If you really like it down here, and that's why you stay down here, can you do it one more time for us, please? So I'm reaching out to the little boy again. If that is you, I asked you, do you want toys? Do you want me to bring some toys in here?
I've got a teddy bear.
Would you like a teddy bear? Come on, try your hardest.
Make those lights light up if you want. Just go get a teddy bear.
Nice.
Wow.
Thank you. Playing the voice recorder back to it
I
again.
wonder why that is.
Don't know.
I wonder why playing it back.
Don't know.
That's weird, isn't it?
It's my voice that's doing it though. It's every time I'm talking. Let's give it another go.
What do you mean when you're playing it back?
When I'm talking and asking questions.
Yeah, on the playback is when it's doing it.
Yeah, when I'm playing it back, just listening back through it.
That's weird.
That is nuts because it ain't going off, Sarah.
I know, I don't get it. It's weird. I've never.
Right, listen. If this is a little boy because that's quite a few times now. I know we said we wouldn't ask you any more times. Can you set something else up for us, one more thing, and I promise you we'll leave you alone.
Maybe he doesn't want us to leave it alone.
Do you want us to go and get you some toys? Oh my God!
Right, listen. Replay it. Same thing. Replay it.
Let's play it back.
What do you mean play it back? Whatever's, you know what, that one... Is that what's just triggered it?
Yeah. It's like asking a question, totally different.
Is that just the last time that it triggered it?
Yeah.
That wasn't the time before?
No. Oh my God!
Right, listen. Replay it. Same thing. Replay it. Whatever's, you know what, that one... I was just trying to see if it gets the same response with the same question. Know where I'm coming from with it though, aren't you? If it triggers the same time, every time you play the same thing, over and over at the same place. Do you know what I mean?
That's a scam. I don't know why my voice is making that, you react and activate that. But I will sit here and talk all day if it means you'll affect these devices. But what would be really, really cool is if you could just come over here to this red light, this device I've got in my hand. It won't do you any harm, and just whisper your name into the device. Tell us your name. Don't be just known as a little boy. Tell us your name.
How did you know it was a little boy? Did you ask before?
Yeah.
And it triggered on it?
Yeah. Right, let's start.
Right, but it's only really you talking, so...
You are
set
right.
that off if you want to talk
Says
to
it likes
me.
women.
So is it me you want to speak to?
Nice.
Would you rather speak to me? Make that go off if it's me you'd rather speak to. Come on, don't step in and out. Make all those lights go off. You know that by now they're not going to do you any harm. And I'm sure this isn't the first time you've seen one of these devices. Do you like to play a game? You make those lights go off again. On that device if you'd like to play a game. Weird, isn't it? Think it's getting cold in here?
A little bit.
I've gone freezing. I'm going freezing cold.
Is it the little boy that's setting this device up, or... Right, okay. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you.
That is cool, so it's dead, we know it's the little
So it's
boy
a little
now.
boy. Why don't you come and tell us your name, sweetheart? You don't need to be frightened of us. I'm a mum, Lee's a dad. We like children. I'm going freezing cold.
Is it the little boy that's setting this device up, or... Right, okay. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank
That is cool, so it's dead, we know it's the
So
little
it's a
boy
little
now.
boy. Or if you're not going to tell us your name, why don't you tell us how old you are? Should Lee put that red light on the floor and then maybe you can speak into it then? Maybe just walk come too close. Hi.
Okay, play that back.
Told you it won't be really cold in here.
We've come a long way to speak to you tonight.
Give it a little bit longer then.
You're pretty cool.
The temperature's going down as well, by the way. And I've gone really cold.
That's pretty awesome.
Is it you that's making it go cold down here? After some amazing responses on the REM pod, it was time to now meet up with the rest of our team.
Every time I ask a question and I play the question back, and I went, is it a little boy or, and I didn't even get a chance to say anything else, and it just went bang, and all three lights lit up on in the middle of it.
Do you want me to be frightened of the people coming in now? You can still speak to us. God, I've gone cold again.
Right, let's play on this.
Can I shut the light?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, listen.
Yeah?
There it goes. No, it's on here, it's playing it.
It's just little.
Is that little? Well done.
Yeah.
Play the voice back again, that's
Every
insane.
time we play the voice back, it goes off. Oh, it's gone slow now. Yeah?
So what is that?
And it's dropped a whole degree down here. I'm freezing now. Since that started going off. It's me you want to speak to. Don't need to be frightened of these boys that have come in. These are our friends.
We may not like us being in, yes, we will go out.
No.
Oh.
Steve doesn't believe you can light that up. Show him you can do it. Last time. Please.
It's me you want to speak to. It's crazy that we were getting it all the time.
That's good though, because at least you've got what you've got something. That's not lit up all night, mate, has it? Not once, not.
We've had 3, I think, is the most lights we've had sitting in here before. They are.
Thank you, come on. Come closer to it.
I lit it before.
Should you have one last chance at the time to put that Ouija board on there?
Yeah.
Ask you to blow the candle out.
See if you can blow that candle out.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good. Yeah. See if you can blow that out. It's nearly dead now.
The candle's there for you, blow it out. Show all that something exists, blow it out.
Come on, we've got to go home soon.
Show Steve how strong you are.
What time is it?
5:45.
Is that all it is?
Yeah. Oh, there you're next to the candle, blow on it. Blow the candle.
Come on, put all your effort into it, please.
Put that candle out. If you're still here, set the alarm off.
Big, light it up big.
Do what you do before. And you could do all the lights, please. And the little boy, where have you gone? I wonder though if it's foot traffic, because I don't know what that door is. Someone just going up and down.
What, like residual, something that's walked around here for years?
Intelligent, but it's kind of responding intelligently when it responds, but then it doesn't respond.
You don't know how much energy it takes to light that thing, although we take it for granted that they could just walk up to it and touch it. How do you know it doesn't take them tons of energy just to make that go on? You don't know, do you? You never will know, I don't think.
No. See if you can blow that candle out.
Make it shake, even if you can't blow it out, make it go nuts. Thank you. Do it more, please.
Yeah, do you want to go on the Ouija board with these boys?
Have a game.
Want to play a game?
Yeah?
Oh my
Do
God.
that again.
You want to play a game? We'll do it.
That was on your question as well, that one just...
So, do that again if you want to play a game. Do you want to play a game?
That medium said there's nothing in this building. She said I'm picking nothing up.
Really?
She says I'm picking nothing up. She
Really?
says nothing. She says there's nothing in here. She says there's residue.
That's what
There
he
you
said.
go, and that's probably what that is.
That's what he said, and
Residual.
I wonder if that's residual.
She said there's residue. She said like there was a fire up there and I can see.
Oh, nice.
Oh!
And the other one, do you have the other one?
Look at the thingy.
That's two separate devices going there.
So, is the spirits in here or is it residue?
She said like there was a fire up there and I can see.
Oh, nice.
Oh!
And the other one, do you have
He said, there's nothing here now, it's all residual. He said, you'll get nothing in any of these rooms, it's all residual, and that's why I said, should we go out in the corridor? That's what
Even
he
in
said,
Covenant, even she said that Covenant room was just being put there for show, didn't she? She
Yeah.
says that's just there for show, the car
Yeah.
on the walls for
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
So that's just a tourist attraction. She says
Of course
there's
it is.
nothing in here. She says the only thing I'm picking up is the residue from the fire. She says the fire at the top, I can see the smoke, I can see there was a fire, and that's all I'm picking up. She says residue, she says there's no spirits in this, in here.
No. Do it again.
See, this is the thing, is it residual? Because it's not. Like when you're saying do it again, it doesn't come back and do it again.
There's nothing in here. Nothing. Bye-bye.
Eat it later. Right, I'll turn this to white on first.
We're already working on a second challenge for Stephen Martyn, and hopefully this time we can take him more out of the comfy zone. Maybe abandon the asylum. What do you guys think?
We can answer that question next time with, I seen this, I seen that.
We all had an amazing 6 hours below Edinburgh streets. We only witnessed a small amount of activity at the end of our night, and this is quite normal. In fact, we don't always get responses, especially on our first night. So far, our experiences of famously haunted places are limited to the amount of time we get to investigate them. On the night, not only our medium Dan, but 2 other psychic mediums all agreed that what remains inside the vaults is residual energy, which could explain the lack of activity we experienced. We'd also like to thank Scottish team Paranormal Footprints who shared the space with us. Unfortunately, we all ran out of time to fully collaborate.